This is not investment or trading advice. Backtest results are often unreliable. Simple moving average crossover trading strategy, best periods for Bitcoin daily data obtained from backtesting optimization. First, let's look at the golden cross and death cross. Let me illustrate the strategy with an example on TradingView. Here's the Bitcoin chart. First, we need to copy and paste the Pine script. We look at the Pine editor, pull it up, and here's the script. Let me zoom in to show you what the script shows. We define 4 variables for the fast and slow periods of the simple moving averages: N1, N2, N3, and N4. In this case, we are looking for golden cross and death cross, so we define N1 and N2 to be 50 and 200, and similarly N3 and N4 as 50 and 200. Then we calculate the SMA values here. Next, we define a variable called crossed-up, which is crossover of SMA1 with SMA2, and then cross-down, which is the crossover of SMA4 over SMA3. Then we define not in trade, which means that we are not trading. We don't have an open position, and in trade when we do have a position. Next, we define a time period so that we can specify a time if we want to limit our backtesting to a certain period. So here's the strategy actually. If there's time period and we are not in trade and it's crossed up, we enter the strategy long. And if we are in trade and it's crossed down, then we close the trade. And then we plot the SMAs on the chart. Next, what we do is we add this to the chart. And when it's added, we can actually see, we can overview our strategy. We have a 57% win rate and we made quite a bit of profit. But let's see how this compares to buy and hold. We can look at this. As you can see, net profit is somewhat less than buy and hold return. And we can actually look at more things. We paid a lot of commission. And here's the average trade, and here's the average winning trade, average losing trade, and so on. And here's the list of trades. We basically have 7 trades. And why have I showed you? Let's look at one of these. When we look at this, this is the entry position for the long position we got. And then we follow it. And this is where we close the position because the 2 crosses down. This is a death cross. The first one was a golden cross and this one is a death cross. Let's look at the next one. This one is a golden cross. This one is a death cross, but this time we lost money. Again, this one here is a golden cross we bought, but then we lost money. But this one was very profitable. We took the trade because it was a golden cross, and then we waited. It did trend upwards, took quite a bit of time. Here's the entry close. And this took almost 3 years. And now this is the 5th one. So you get the idea. When the red line crosses over yellow line, we take a trade. When the red line crosses down the yellow line, we close the trade. Sometimes we make a relatively quick profit, sometimes we need to wait years, sometimes we get whipsawed and lose money. Finally, let's look at my optimized periods for Bitcoin daily data. Now we are going to use the optimized strategy, which is for N1 it's going to be 20, N2 is going to be 50, N3 is going to be again 20, and N4 is going to be 70. And now let's add this to chart and see how it performs. Let's look at the overview. Now we got a much better winning percentage, and we made a lot of money. We made 10 times the golden cross and death cross. Let's look at the performance. Look at buy and hold. It's 5 times that, more than 5 times that. We paid 10 times the commission. We made a lot of trades. The average winning trade is a lot more. The largest winning trade is a lot more. Let's look at the list of trades. This time we have, let's see how many trades. We have 21 trades. So 3 times the original one, but we have a lot more winning trades, as you can see. 1-to-2 ratio. We captured about twice wins more than losses. Let's look at one trade. Here's the long. We entered the long and we closed the order over here. Let's check out one winning loss. This time we entered here, but we exited here, so it was very sideways. We lost money there. We expected to go there up. Let's look at this one. We entered here, we closed here. With only 21 trades, we cannot rely on this strategy completely. Do your own backtesting. Please like and subscribe.